Happy whatever day it is I put this up. That's what I was going to say.
Happy day.
Because it used to be Mondays.
Happy day.
And then we did Game of Thrones.
Those are the most awkward 8 seconds of my life every time.
Yeah? I know. We sit here like, gotta do that there noise reduction. But yeah, I don't know what day it is because I try to get this up on Tuesdays now, but I don't know if I'm doing Mondays. I forget. And
that's what I was like. Are we doing this on Tuesdays permanently now? Or?
Well, that's because I was thinking we should because there's going to be other stuff. Game of Thrones is going to come out again, and
dude,
you know what I mean?
Actually,
like, other
it may
stuff
not
happens.
come out to like 2019.
I know. God, I know.
So we do have to find another show to do those episodic reviews.
Yeah.
For.
The problem is there's some stuff coming on Netflix, but Netflix is all at the same time.
Yeah. They've been doing
what would you guys think about doing that new historical show called Nightfall? It should be airing on History Channel. You all come over. I've got History Channel.
Nightfall.
You were the one who showed. Well, I mean, I already knew about it, but you showed me the trailer about it.
Oh yeah, the Templar stuff.
Templars.
Oh okay, yeah.
That's gonna air weekly.
Yeah, when is that?
It might even be this month or next month. I'll have to look it up again.
Yeah, it depends on the day. You know.
I don't know how big of like a following it's gonna have. I mean, Vikings is pretty popular.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's the same. I mean, it's History Channel.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
But hey, welcome everybody. We got Kevin, of course, as you can hear.
Hello.
Our guest.
Hello.
Mason, obviously.
hello.
Mason
Of
is here.
course. Oh, hello.
And myself. We're all hanging out. We actually just recorded Saturday. We're doing this on Saturday this time.
What?
We just recorded our Blade Runner 2049
cancel.
Because I suck.
Yeah.
Yep. You're both
Yep.
Canceled on the Friday.
Sure
he
do.
canceled everything we had planned Friday.
No, he did
Oh,
not.
boy, here we
No,
go.
he was given misinformation. And he was hypnized by,
Misinformation.
by old Blue Eyes over there.
Blue eyes. I don't have blue eyes.
Shut the fuck up.
It's racist.
By old skinny eyes
Old,
over there.
Old slinted eyes over
Oh
there.
God! He just came up out of his little Viet Cong tunnel and just pulled me down.
Had his hat on. He had his big old hat on.
My little rice
This
straw.
got out of hand really fast. That went down
Oh,
all
my
kinds
God.
of hellish hills.
We just lost 2 of our 4 listeners, man.
We really did. Yeah. So not a lot of news. We're about to start. We're gonna hit the news cycle here pretty soon.
Yeah.
There's a big drop in news from post E3 to when games start coming out.
Yeah.
But as these games come out, more stories inevitably come out, and we'll have a lot more kind of newsy stuff to go over. I'm sure in the coming 4 to 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
So this might be kind of one of our last fun freebie episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But we are covering a bunch of stuff today since our episode 30. This is episode 31 of our
31.
podcast. 31 episodes.
Damn, it's like a really legit TV show or
I
something.
know, a
Almost.
legit podcast.
Almost,
We just have to figure out we never figured out how to get on iTunes though.
I know, right?
That was the one thing. Because it was being a bitch.
It costs something, right?
No, the file size is a problem.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
to get that RSS feed, you have to
Yeah.
pay monthly for a particular storage space.
Size, yeah.
And so we're trying to figure out how to get them shorter.
Kinda compressed or something.
Where
yeah.
they're at now, we would need the biggest
Yeah.
plan. Not the biggest plan. There's unlimited plans. and shit
I'm
like that.
sure that there's a program out there to compress files, and that would probably be it.
Yeah.
You know. Now, but if we compress the file, would it die down the quality of the
That's the
sound?
thing, yeah.
I don't know. It might be worth a shot.
Yeah, we'll give it a try.
Doing a dummy. I actually, speaking of, I remember when I was telling you guys I wanted to stream my first hour or whatever of Warhammer 2
Yeah.
last week. A bunch of shit ended up coming up. I didn't get a chance,
Yeah.
but I made the changes. I'm an idiot. I made the changes in my OBS that I needed to for streaming,
Yeah.
and now I'm not streaming. And I haven't I'm playing with them to get them back to where they were, and it's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get it back to where it was.
You can. There's a default button that you can switch to default.
But it wasn't defaulted. It wasn't defaulted. I had already
Oh, you had to
changed it.
customize it too.
Yeah, because it gets all shitty and blocky looking.
I see.
So I upped the bit rate,
Yeah.
and it still is not quite right. And I don't know if it needs to go up or down. I just gotta keep playing with
We'll
it.
just gotta. We'll take a look at it.
But yeah, so what are you guys playing right now, game wise? We have actually a lot to talk about. We played a lot of different games, and there's things that have come out that we've experienced and done. Mason, let's start with you, man. I always am really curious. The what you're playing thing is you've got an a la carte thing you just bring into this podcast. You're like, well, today we're.
I know, yeah. I'm kind of fucking out of whack with what have I been playing. Not recently, though. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, mine have been pretty much stagnant. I found my own little columbrum of games that I've been playing, 3 or 4.
Switching back and
I just
forth.
keep bouncing back and forth.
That's
between.
cool, though.
Yeah, it is and it isn't, because it gives
That's
me...
exactly the same for me.
Yeah, and it sucks, but I, of course, am playing... I always play Overwatch all the time, and now Siege is kind of that evergreen game for me as well. I'm always going to play Siege. I'm still terrible at it, and the community's still garbage, but for whatever reason, I can't stop playing it.
You mentioned in the last podcast it was like a Stockholm
It's crazy.
situation.
It's crazy. I've never been called so many gay slurs in my life.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder why. I wonder why it's so
if your
bad.
team loses a game, everybody messages everybody how terrible everybody is. Like, everybody on your team. It's the worst gaming community I've ever been a part of. But I love the game.
It's like Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Exactly.
The worst
of
fucking
gamers, yeah.
fans.
It's incredible. But I love the game. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite Battle Royale, of course, which I'm sure we'll talk about more in a little bit. I literally forced Kevin to download it. And
he went to my house and made me download
I went to his apartment, not for that reason, but I would have.
He just opened the door to slap him in the face.
I kicked the door open. I turned on his PlayStation. I dusted it first. And then, I did download Fortnite. We played it last night. Seemed like you enjoyed it. Your first impressions were pretty good.
Well, you attempted to download it because it didn't work.
First of all, it worked when I did it. You shut your PS4 off.
I know it worked because he played with you instead of with me.
That's a
well,
fact.
yesterday I had to re-download
You
it.
shut it off mid-download.
I didn't do that.
That happens to disturb downloads. When you shut it off mid-download.
It turned off by itself.
He texted me. He goes, "Hey, somehow it didn't finish downloading." Well, Kevin, it didn't take 4 days to download. Okay, something interrupted the download. Like, if I can download it, you can download it. All right, that's where we're at. Anyway, but we play.
You like an old lady, like, I don't know why it didn't download.
Ma'am, did you turn it off and then turn it back on again?
Oh, it doesn't seem to be on.
Ma'am, no, that's not. That's your blender.
It's the bar moving up.
Is it plugged in? No, we played that last night, which I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about. And then there was another one.
Well, last time you told me you'd finally jump back into Horizon. That made me very happy.
I did. I haven't beat it yet. I haven't.
What about Witcher?
No, I haven't even touched Witcher since because we talked about it before. You weren't here though.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Recently, Cassie's younger sister's been staying with us. And having all those people there, Witcher's not like a game you can just kick on in the living room all the time. You know what I mean? Because there is like sex.
It's very graphic or sex or whatever.
And for that reason,
it's like turning Game of Thrones on.
Hell yeah.
With no context.
As much as I'd love to expose her to that, in an awkward situation with her sister's boyfriend there, that's not a game where I want to skip cutscenes in. So I'm waiting.
Or turn the volume down.
Or
just a feeling of like. Like, I don't know.
You pull a parent and be like, "Hey, you need to cover your eyes, cover your eyes and ears. Don't look at the screen. Look away."
But again, then you're just thinking about that.
Exactly. I was like, is she peeking? What's happening? But no. So I haven't even gotten to play it recently. But,
I get it.
You
need your own room, man. It's sleep.
My own room. Yeah, I wish.
Play games.
That's the next plan. A lot of. Recently, in the last couple months, a lot of competitive multiplayer stuff from that. I don't know.
Honestly,
I don't know why.
You're following the same same trap that I've been in the last couple years. It's just been it's either a competitive multiplayer game or Warhammer. That's really important.
I just find my little spot and just hang out.
Because for me, for my rationale, I was like, I'm only gonna be playing for a couple hours, so I'm just gonna pick up a game real quick and get a couple of ranked games in, and then just drop off.
Well, that's the thing. Like with Witcher, is even if I have like 4 or 5 good hours, like this morning. I mean, I was fucking home from like 6 to whatever time I came over here. And then I was like, I have some time, but I keep like talking myself out of playing particular games. I'm like, Witcher, I probably need more time. And then later I'm like, I have
6
hours. I have 5 hours. Like I could have totally played Witcher.
I feel like it's a mental thing because like you have to invest. Like, it's like a movie, like you know, like a movie. You're like, you have to invest this amount of time. In my intellectual, because like that's why people watch a lot of TV shows. Right? They don't have to think about it; they just turn it on, just veg out. You know, like it's same with multiplayer games. Just like turn it on, just like veg out, and just like, oh, I'm just gonna kill this guy. You know,
I mean, it's a little more than that.
They can take more. They can be very stressful. I actually have the opposite. I have the opposite problem. It's the same problem, but like.
The opposite
For
way.
me, I get stressed out playing multiplayer. I want to fucking win.
No, me too. That's what I'm saying. I think that's
why.
Witcher,
I'm just like, I'm just gonna run around this beautiful forest on my horse.
Yeah.
listen to this awesome music. It's really pretty. Take pictures and shit.
I've never been a competitive person in anything.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same thing.
Recently with gaming, and I hate it because I always hated those people.
It's the Battle Royale.
But it is the Battle Royale.
Yeah. Overwatch.
Something about that is addicting to me. But I love Overwatch too, and I love Siege. But something about that, I just cannot stop doing it.
Team-oriented games.
But I will say, when I jump back into PUBG, my first game, I was fucking on it.
Yeah,
from playing Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly. Dude,
they are different games, but I had the same, techniques and whatnot. Yeah. And I just can't stop. It's Stockholm Syndrome to the max.
Yeah, I get you.
I hate all of my favorite games.
I
hate them so much.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Yeah, man. You go. I didn't mean to take so much time. Go.
No,
what have you been playing, Kevin?
I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, of course. Recently, Warhammer came out. So Warhammer Total War II came out. Playing a lot of that.
Yeah, we'll dive into that head deep here in a little bit.
And playing PUBG, playing CS:GO, playing. And last night we played the Battle Royale for Fortnite.
We did.
And those are pretty much the games I'm playing right now. I'm just like, it's for me especially when I'm streaming. I like to stream a variety of games versus like that one game that everyone plays. Like, I know there's streamers on Twitch that just stream fucking League all day long, or CS:GO all day long. I'm like, I can't. I gotta switch it up, because I get super salty, after a while, and I'm like, I gotta switch it up, or I'm gonna fucking just keep throwing, It's like,
didn't you break your mouse?
Yeah. Last
when you were playing Overwatch,
2 weeks ago, I was playing Overwatch, and I got so mad that I slammed my mouse on my desk and I broke the laser thing at the bottom of it. And this was like at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I don't have a backup mouse. And I'm like, where do I go to get one? And so I drove to the nearest Walmart and I was like, please have a fucking like cheap ass mouse. And I'm like,
I'm sure they have.
Yeah, they had like an $8 mouse.
Little Logitech or something.
Yeah, picked up an $8 mouse and I was like, okay, I'll just buy this for now. And then I got home and played it. And I'm like, this mouse sucks. So I had to go on Amazon and get a better mouse. Yes, of course. But
your new mouse is fucking awesome.
Right? It's
pretty
I love that one. Yeah. It was a cheap wireless mouse. I love it.
Yeah. It's sick. It looks good too. I like those big mouses like that can form this to your hand.
Super sensitive. It's a lot more. You can actually adjust the sensitivity and stuff. It's really cool.
But
I spent like $30 on it.
Yeah, but I spent like $40 on mine. Yeah. So I'm not about buying those like Razer Naga mouse or whatever.
I'm not spending $100.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that. You're just paying for the brand name, I'm like, I'm not paying for that shit. So
the only thing I don't like about this one is I can't tell when it's gonna be like, it doesn't like flash really fast when it's about to die. It just goes, I'm done. I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like, God damn it! It's gonna game some more.
Yeah, so I have no clue. Like, I can. The cord is long enough. I can actually play. Still.
Oh, it comes with a cord too.
Yeah, it comes with a cord. It's short though. Like, I can't. If I pull too far to the right, so I gotta be careful. But anyway,
so those are my games that I've been playing. And what have you been playing, Ian?
Warhammer, mainly. Destiny 2. I played Destiny a couple hours.
Yeah, I apologize.
That's the game you're
Destiny 2. Yeah, I've been playing. I played. Yeah. I got one character to level 20. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
I did play the shit out of Destiny 2 last Monday. I took a day off work and I played that with my buddy Danny all day long.
Is the 20 is still the max?
Yeah, right now. And plus, then you continue to get levels.
Light level, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, well, there's the light level or the power level, which goes up every time you equip new stuff.
I see.
But you still it'll go and say level up. And it gives you a bright engram, which is the thing that you can quote unquote buy.
Yeah.
Microtransaction.
Yeah.
It gives you one of those.
I see.
Every time you level up.
Yeah.
It just gives you that little sense of progression, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I've been playing that. Played it for a few hours. Because like this is the week that Warhammer came out, so that.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to play it at all weekend.
Yeah, because we were
in the cabin, which is awesome. That's why we didn't have a podcast last week.
For sure.
My dad flew down from Washington, and we Kevin and I and Alyssa just drove to Sholo, Arizona.
Yeah, it was fucking great. The weather was awesome. The hiking trails were great. The lake was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was so cool. Just nice to get out of the city. Just kind of be out in the fresh, nice, cool air.
The place it was all fenced off, so we could have our dogs running around.
We brought our little pups.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
So we did play there. Kevin's.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right.
Super
I played that too.
Nintendo Classic Edition.
Let me tell you about that.
So cool.
I fucking lined up at 5:30 in the morning at Walmart, right? And this has all happened to be like, I just woke up. I just usually wake up at super early in the morning. And I just happened to take that day off because we were about to head up to the cabin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm like, oh shit, today's when the SNES Classic comes out. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Walmart and see if I can get one. And just happened circumstances, go there, and I see a line. I'm like, oh fuck. And I was like, I go up to the guy, you know, just casual comment. I'm like, hey, is this all pre-orders? And I'm like, no, these are just like, you know, there's sales that they're, because Walmart technically opens at 6. So they're like, this is just the sales. The pre-orders they have somewhere saved in the back, but these are the sales that they can make right now. So they had like 70, right? I line up, and there's people that were lined up at 4 in the morning. And I was like, and they all have tickets, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't have a ticket. I just got here, and I was like, the clerk was like, everyone that doesn't have a ticket, go stand on the side, and we'll get the people with the tickets first, and then we'll get you guys next. So then I was like, oh, shit, they ran out of, they had one console left. I was like, oh shit, is that the last one? The guy's like, no, I have another box in the bag. And I was like, how many are per box? And he's like, I have like 10 or 12 per box or something like that. And I was like, oh shit, thank God. So I like got one, but then I was talking with other people in line, and they're like, yeah, after this, I'm going to go to Target. I'm going to get me another one, because they were limiting one per person. Mm-hmm. And they're like, Target opens at 8 or something like that. I'm like, oh, perfect, I'm just going to go there too. And then I go there, and the fucking Target doesn't open till 9, so I'm like in line at freaking 6 something, and I'm like, fuck, man, this is gonna be forever. But I did get a second copy, so needless to say, I got a second. And they were sold out immediately. There was only like 30 at Target, and I just happened to be number 10. There were people being like asked to leave because they didn't have any left. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I brought one to the cabin, and we played the shit out of it while we were up there. Look at those gamer nerds going out into the trees and forests and cabins and still playing games.
We played it at nighttime when we were going to be inside anyway, so it was really cool. And there's a great selection of games on there that instantly kind of took me back to being a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Just playing them. It was funny too because like Kevin, you picked up Donkey Kong and like just knew the game.
Yeah, yeah, I played the shit out of it.
It's like you just played it for like 50 hours the day before that, even though you haven't touched it in however long.
Yeah.
And I was like kind of jealous of that. Like that's so cool that you know that. And then we played Metroid, and I had that same thing. I was like, there's a guy here. Oh, there he is. Yep.
Yeah, dude.
And it was weird. I was like, I didn't even play this game. I watched my brothers play this game for hundreds of hours, you know, when as a kid, and I remembered the game, and it was so good. It
felt so good to feel like that nostalgia. Like the reason I know how to play Donkey Kong is because I played the shit out of it with my mom. Like we would play for hours, you know, like so. I know that game very well. But the same for you. You know, you have all these memories with sharing with family, playing. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's just how it used to be, man. Like everyone would gather around the one console and play together. Now we're just all individual at our own console, you know. But we're still, you know, over Xbox chat or chat of some sort or something. But it's not the same, you know. It's just not the same when you're just sitting right next to somebody.
It's really fun to sit there, and like you know, there's 2-player modes and like take turns when you die, and you know. And those are things you can still do that I used to do even when I was in high school. Yeah. You know, I'd play Madden. We'd do like a franchise with a buddy. Yeah. Like next to you.
Yeah.
I played Total War with another person. We just switch off.
Halo, man. I'm telling you, the couch co-op was so much fun in Halo. Yeah. You know, same with Gears and all. But in recent years, it's just more and more games don't do that anymore. You know, like the last game I can think that did that was Diablo, but also Rocket League. You know?
I love Diablo couch
co-op. Yeah, I was like,
co-op.
Yeah, I was like, they don't do that anymore. You know, it's so sad, but it is what it is. You know. Yeah. But the fucking SNES Classic was so much fun.
If you're getting the SNES Classic to play Star Fox 2,
don't. Yeah, it doesn't hold up very well.
But the first one was awesome.
Yeah, the first one was great.
The first one was really good.
And I talked to Jimmy about this. So he said that the reason why it's not very good is because it wasn't polished. Because like they were in the middle of wrapping up production for that when the 64 came out. So what they did was like they stopped exactly where they, you know, when the release of the 64 and just made a brand new Star Fox for the 64 instead of finishing that up. So that's why it's not like super polished, you know.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah, there's like a lot of games. Good luck finding one though, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to come back out again.
Yeah, Nintendo has promised that they'll have enough for everybody for the holiday season, so
we'll see.
We'll see. I've been having a lot of people ask me this because they've seen my pictures. I will keep everyone up to date on releases on our Facebook page.
Hey, give me a heads up.
Yeah, give me a heads up. Yeah, I'll give everyone a heads up once I hear some news about new shipments and where you can get some. I've been thinking, I'll run this by you, but like, been thinking, I've talked to Mason about this, putting news up there for like sales, free games.
Yeah, I mean, I've always felt like you should stick with your budget gamer videos. Always do really well.
Yeah,
they're fun and they're not like slow. You don't spend too much time on any one thing, and they're informative, and people really enjoy that.
Okay.
And we've gotten thousands of views on this.
Yeah, I gotta step up my game.
They're like your thing.
They're like your thing.
Like reviews are sort of my thing, which I haven't been doing a very good job of, but they're supposed to be kind of my thing.
Yeah.
That shit is your butter, man.
My bread and butter.
Love it.
All right, I gotta do those. I'll do them.
So SNES Classic.
Yeah. SNES Classic.
So yeah, you've been playing Destiny. We all gotta get together and play Destiny.
I'm gonna buy Destiny once it comes out.
You can get on PC, right? Yeah, you and Jimmy and Chris, you think?
Yep.
Cool, very cool.
Playing it
because you got to play it a little bit at my house.
I did, and I honestly, that's kind of what kind of sold me on it. Like it feels great, and it
does.
It looks great, and I can't wait to get into the story and all that stuff and do that stuff. And the way you were explaining it to me, there's no wasted motion or time. Everything does equate to something, so
absolutely. Yeah, there's no just like, oh, I guess I'll just grind.
Exactly.
At least I haven't run into that yet.
Right.
Our friend Matt Trox, the Trox man, is buying it on Xbox.
Nice.
So he's going to join us.
Matt showed up on our stream.
The stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. I like him.
The internet is such a strange thing. Like, it's such a weird thought for me that like an old buddy of mine from high school in the little town of East Wenatchee, Washington. And then I moved here all these years later, and we become friends, and we start a YouTube channel, and like now he knows you guys. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that a weird thing?
I've actually played with him and talked to him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, on Heroes of the Storm, and he's a really chill guy. I like him.
Lucky, still in East Wenatchee.
Yeah, he's still there. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think he said last time I talked to him.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he'll be getting that. There's been a few different things. Like the biggest thing, is Warhammer 2. Coming out.
I know this is not going to interest Mason at all.
I'm interested.
Yeah,
Mason and I started with the original Warhammer, like basically like trying to do like kind of like a tutorial, like showing him the game and like how it works and how it plays. We just don't have enough. Like we just don't get together enough.
It's hard enough
to do all this
for us to do the Mason
Missed It and the podcast and stuff.
Oh, hey, how about possible streaming? Maybe we can stream that. We can sit together and
for our Wednesdays.
Yeah, for our Wednesday.
That would be really cool.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So maybe we can do that.
So. So it came out last week.
Warhammer 2.
Warhammer 2, a really quick turnaround
in a trilogy, right?
In a trilogy.
So the one more. So then, is the next one going to combine those two worlds, or is it the next one adding another world?
No, they're going to combine the two games here in a couple weeks.
What the fuck? Really?
You are so out of the loop.
What? I don't know. I don't follow that stuff.
It was so funny. Tim and I were talking, because you were talking to Tim and I same time separately about the game.
Yeah.
We're like, dude, the Dark Elves, they're like bad guys? We're like, yeah we know. We've watched every video. This is a fucking game for the last year. Or 6 months or whatever. I mean, we were making fun of it. We were like, dude, this is funny. Like, Kevin's so excited, and he's telling us all this stuff as if we haven't been religiously following this.
Because I didn't think it was. I wasn't gonna pick it up the first day, right?
Right.
Because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna have enough time. We had that cabin trip and all that, and then I came here and you showed me, and I'm like, God damn, I want to play that. I was like, so as soon as we got back from our trip, I was like, I'm gonna go home, you guys. I was like, I'm gonna go play Warhammer, buy Warhammer and download it and play it. So yeah, and I was just like, this is so cool. The elves, the dark elves, and the races. Although I do wish there were more races, but they did that in the first game too. They added more races.
They added more. Some were free, some were paid, and the first game, I think the first game needed more.
Yeah.
Than this game. I'm giving them a pass on only having 4 because they are. I've only played 2 so far, but they are drastically different.
Yeah,
it is not a copy paste thing with different units. Like their campaign is 1,000% down. The High Elves and the Skaven, the two that I'm playing.
Oh, you have? Okay.
But they're like different games.
Yeah, I've been playing. So I played Dark Elves, and then I played the Lizardmen, and I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
Not even the same.
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy.
They don't have the same functions. They don't have the same objectives. They don't have the same ways of winning. They don't fight the same. They don't look the same. They don't.
Although there is an ultimate objective that is.
Everyone's going for the same.
But yeah,
the route in which you get there is.
There's a sub objective too for your race, particular race.
Right.
So,
yeah, and you get there's like quests. I love there's more of a storyline in this game. Like there's cutscenes and stuff. Rather than just sort of like a setup and then whatever happens. Yeah. That's supposed to kind of aid the end game, because the end game of Total War is you're super powerful and no one can possibly stand up to you.
Yeah.
And it just becomes like micromanagement of a huge empire. It's kind of boring, you know. So this one you have like these rituals. It's like a race against the clock to beat these other races to finish all the rituals.
Initially, I didn't think I liked that.
Agreed.
But then I was like, it worked really well. I think it was portrayed pretty well. I feel like
I'm always a little bit behind the AI though. No matter what I do.
Oh, you feel like that? I've always been, and the reason why I think is I don't know if have you been using those intervention?
I tried. I tried to spend $5,000 on or 5,000 gold on an intervention army, and then like I hit next turn, like your army's been destroyed.
Yeah,
I'm never doing that again.
That's all bad luck then, because you can have those intervention armies and like stop the other races from going any further. I'm sure you've actually encountered a couple intervention armies yourself at your.
Well, the chaos come out and attack you.
It's so fucking annoying.
I hate
you
have
that.
To prep for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, God damn it! I was like, every time they just wipe out all my cities because they just want to come and just pillage and rape all my people. God.
One thing I've noticed, or something that I've gotten used to, and I'm not even upset about anymore, that I used to get mad about with any Total War game.
Yeah.
I'm much more willing to just restart.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I used to be like, oh, I can't. Like, I don't. Why?
Yeah.
I'll get like 30 turns in, and things go wrong, and I realize, probably could have done this.
Yeah.
I just delete it and start over. I just don't even. I've restarted so many campaigns since I've picked up Warhammer that I don't...
You don't even think about it.
No, I'll restart and things go so much better the second time around.
I definitely do that too, but I do want to do the one playthrough and try all weird strats. Like, I'm like, what if I take this town and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, exactly. And then, that's more like why I restart.
And then, then I'll keep on going and I'm like, this and get to this. And then I restart near the end game. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I need to do now. So then you restart.
Follow the path.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So. But the game is great, by the way. It's my complaint about the first game was I didn't feel like it was balanced enough, right? In regards to like different races, I get a lot of people say, oh, they're different races, so they have different units and passives and abilities and all that stuff. I just felt like for a Total War game to work, you have to make it, at least try to make it somewhat balanced, right?
Yeah.
So that, because you can't just be like, well, the dwarves have armor and you don't have any armor piercing stuff because you don't have any units then, and you just have to beat them with numbers and cavalry. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you need to have
it needs that rock paper scissors balance of like Shogun or Attila.
Exactly. So this game, I felt like it's kind of, I don't know, it lends to the races being kind of like newer.
It works really well so far because I've been playing as the Skaven against the High Elves.
Yeah.
And there is that tactic of like the Skaven suck.
Yeah.
But there's so many of them.
Yeah.
In a single unit, like a normal unit, you'll have like 100 guys, right? Yeah. It tells you how many dudes is in a full, healthy unit of soldiers.
Yeah.
So like with the Spearmen, I think it's 120?
Yeah.
For High Elves?
Oh, for High Elves.
Or Dark Elves? What is Dark Elves?
It's 90.
90? Yeah. Okay, so it's 90, right? So it's 90 dudes. A single unit of clan rats is 160.
Yeah, I know. I've had a fight Skaven.
And I'm like, I love, shit. And I have a whole tactic of how I play is that I'll create groups. All individual groups. One over here, one over here, one over here, one over here, and a big one in the middle. And then I just attack. And they're like,
it's overwhelmed.
And they like run around, and their archers are like, oh, we'll shoot this guy.
Dude, that's exactly how my biggest
envelop them like an ocean of vermin.
That's what happened in my first battle with with the Skaven as the Dark Elf. I'm like, holy shit, this is a brand new strategy, and I'm like, I can't hold my line against them. There's so many of them.
And then they come. So I love the group.
Yeah.
I'll have 4 groups, and one goes this way, one goes in the middle, and the other attacks the middle, and the other goes around, and they don't know how to react to how many.
It's hard.
And then they have the from below ability or whatever it is. Enemy from below or whatever.
Yeah.
You can get you can click on the buttons. You click on the right button of the screen, and it shows where the unit's going to where you can spawn a unit.
Yeah.
So there'll be like archers firing at your dudes to kill everybody. They're firing, and you can select that unit to come right up in their ass as they're firing.
Like from underground?
Yeah. So you click it, and then this big from underground, and all these rats come up and
out of this
stabbing
fucking,
in the back. And then the elves are firing, like, oh god, these rats come out.
It's so crazy because, like, that's what elves are. It's just like formations.
Do you remember
and,
the prologue to Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, where they're in Mordor, and all of the
elves are all lined up.
Yeah, all the elves are lined up with their big spears, and then it shows like as the orcs charge them, they go and the big line, chop them all up. Like that's what playing the high elves feels like. Yeah. They look like that. They're all shiny, bright armor with their shields, and they just stand like a fucking rock.
Yeah, it's fucking. It brings back. This is so classic fantasy.
This one is much more classic fantasy.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh my god, these elves are fucking badass. Like, especially when I'm fighting the high elves as the dark elves. It's so cool. It just like reminds me of Lord of the Rings. It
really does.
Two factions that just are fighting. Like the Dark Elves are more in line with like orcs in the Lord of the Rings because of how dark and evil they are. It's so funny because like their benefit in battle is called murderous prowess.
Yes,
and it's so great. So the more people you kill, the stronger you become. So especially when I'm playing against a Skaven and like you're killing just fucking thousands of Skaven at a time, and your guys just become stronger and stronger and stronger. But when I'm playing against the high elves, it's just like it's hard because you know it's just like a deadlock.
Yeah, the high elves don't budge either.
Yeah, they're so it's so classic.
They're so determined.
Fun. Yeah, it's so much fun.
So far, I mean, I love the Skaven. They're really fun, but there's something so like just like aesthetically pleasing about this like row of elven spearmen and the bows right behind them firing over, and it just makes me so happy. So I'm really looking forward to playing as the lizardmen because I haven't touched them at all yet.
Lizardmen are great,
and then the dark elves. So I'm playing in an order on purpose of like high elves, which are probably the closest to a traditional Total War army. So I stuck with them just to kind of get the feel of the game. Skaven because they're the furthest away from normal from anything. Yeah. Then the lizardmen because they're on their own, and then the dark elves are. Tim was saying he's played both. Yeah, they're actually somewhat similar to high elves. Yeah, so that's why I have dark elves at the end because they're similar to the ones I started. Exactly. So I'm just going that order. Yeah. So anyway, it's absolutely fantastic so far.
Fucking get it!
Go if you have a PC that can handle that shit. Go get it. Yeah. And you might have a PC. Whoa!
Soon.
Eventually.
Hopefully.
At one point. Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
I'm going to start being that guy.
I can't wait to like start gifting Mason games. I'm like, dude, we're playing this right now. Download it right now.
Like I do to you now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like when he did for me, was it Gone Home? He got that for me, and I was like, I don't know, man.
See, like listen to
us. And then Mason's like, hey, you ever gonna play that game I bought you? I'm like, out of guilt, I played it, and I was like, holy shit, this game is great.
It's okay, and it's not very often that I play a game and I'm like, man, Kevin would love this game because I know you'll hate it just in spite of me. But there's few where I'm like, he will enjoy this game. Ian, I can be like, Ian, you should try this, and he'll be like, okay, cool, and he tries it, and he's like, nah, I don't really like it. Yeah. Kevin will be like, I fucking hate that game, and I'm like, did you play it? And he's like, no. That's ridiculous. But Gone Home was a game where I was like, no one dislikes this game. Yeah. It's an hour long. Just play the game. Yeah. Shut up and just play the fucking game. Eat a cheeseburger. You'll be done with the cheeseburger after you beat the game. Like I guarantee it. That's just the way it'll work. But
it turned out to be a really, really good game. So
it was awesome. I love that one. Yeah. Their next game has come out in August.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently not as big of a deal.
What is it called?
I mean, it did well.
Tacoma. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was pretty good though.
Did you play it?
No, but I heard that I've seen Twitch streamers play it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, it's like a horror game, right?
No,
not even. It's like Gone Home.
Same thing as Gone Home. It's like you think it's horror the entire time. From what I understand, I haven't even played Tacoma yet, and I love Gone Home.
Oh, okay. Maybe I haven't seen it. Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
You're just kind of uncovering a mystery.
Yeah, maybe.
About what happened.
Maybe, are you thinking about Prey, maybe?
No. Soma! Soma!
That came out like 2 years ago.
Kevin's like, man, when does that come out?
That came out in like April of like 2015 or something.
April, right?
Shit!
That's awesome.
God damn it.
Oh, jeez.
This is not as embarrassing as our last stream.
Oh my god! Can we tell that story?
Yeah.
Kevin, go ahead. Go ahead. Break it to it.
Did I not see this?
No, this hasn't been on YouTube yet.
And it probably never
will. We were streaming our PUBG Let's Play, on Wednesday and all that. And we happened to.
It was going well.
It was going
like my
well.
first game was like great. You had a great
game.
I think Didn't you win one?
No, I got
Or was
fourth place.
that was last
Yeah,
year?
you got second place. I got fourth place.
Nice.
Yeah, and then one game I played, and I was like raiding these houses and whatever. I'm like, oh, hey, there's a boat. And I'm like,
no, hold on, wait. See, you skipped a lot. Kevin at the beginning of the game dictated that was going to be the most boring technique he could possibly do for the people watching the stream. He said it out loud. He was like, I'm just going to not do anything. And so he landed, didn't shoot anybody for 45 minutes, and then he had like a pistol by the end.
Did you have opportunities to shoot enemies?
No, I didn't even see one.
No,
he landed in like a deserted AFK area that doesn't even exist within the game.
Yeah, and I found a cave. I call it my jihadist cave.
He was there for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was hiding in the cave, and then
Osama.
Yeah, Osama was there. And then I found a boat, and I was like, dude, check this out, Mason. Great idea, right?
Oh,
Get the boat, and we hide under the bridge. I was like, then we hid under the bridge, and we're like, sound strategy. Okay, so if the circle is on the bridge, the guy won't find me. So, and the only way he's gonna find me,
not a bad point,
right? And then the only way he's gonna find me is to jump off the bridge. And I'm like, if he jumps off, I'll
in which
shoot
case
him.
you have the advantage.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're in a boat.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, dude, watch this. And so we go under the boat, and we're there for like 15 minutes or whatever. And then
just sitting
in the bridge. That's where the zone was gonna end.
No, we thought.
Yeah, we thought.
He switched to the back seat of the boat so he could shoot.
Yeah,
he's
just sitting there. And then I was like, okay, the circle's not gonna be here, so it was on the military island for some reason. I'm like, oh, dude, look, there's a little bay that I can drive the boat all the way around the island to. And then I was like, let's do it, Mason. And then I drive, and then as soon as I get halfway there,
how did we both forget?
I know. As soon as I drive halfway there, I'm like, fuck, the engine turns off. I'm like, oh,
there's gas
no.
in this game.
I was like, there's no gas, and the circle's closing.
So now he is kind of
out in the middle of the ocean.
Of the way, just in the middle of the ocean, to that white outer ring. Keep in mind, you do not swim quickly in this game. So he now has to hop out of the boat and trudge his way into the white, which is already closing.
It's up a cliff that's like 90 degrees. No. I was like, Mason, help!
I'm just yelling at him, go around, go to the right. And he's like, no, I can make it. And then he tried, he couldn't make it. And I was like, go around. And then, so it's just a lot of us yelling at each other. And then I think you were dying, and you got to the white, and then it started to close again.
It started moving again.
And
I was like, fuck.
You just gave up.
I was like, fuck it. But it was embarrassing.
So we didn't see, I don't think you saw one person.
I didn't kill one person. I didn't shoot one shot.
And it was a long game.
And I got to the 14th place, though. Remember that? You got 14th, and I was like, oh, I fucking died from the play zone.
You only got 100 credits because you didn't kill anybody.
Oh my god!
It was so embarrassing. It was on stream and everyone saw
the entire time. I know he's like, God, there were people watching.
They're probably laughing their ass off.
I was like, fuck.
But I mean, people get mad when you play that game correctly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and they still think it's boring. But
no, I think it's just our friends.
Our friends are
pieces fucking
of shit.
trolls.
I want to see the real time speed with audio chasing.
Oh my god! I wish
because I died when I watched that, but I could see you guys down there. I'm like, man, I wonder what they're saying. It's probably so funny.
He probably has the full video.
Yeah,
he can show you.
Like maybe you can just cut it out.
Okay,
just kills
there's
you.
one portion you have to hear.
Just put that out. Put that 15 minutes on.
Kevin's running from her for 20 minutes, and it not sped up, of course. And he at one point she's getting close. And he's like, "This bitch is crazy! This bitch is fucking crazy!" And she's jumping up, Superman punching behind her. She's like, "What the fuck?" Oh my god!
I was like, "Someone help me!"
I couldn't even breathe. Yeah, he's like,
I was like saying to all chat. I was like saying to all chat. I'm like, "Someone please help me!"
And it was solo.
I was like,
someone would have just murdered them both.
I know. I was like, why are you chasing me? I don't have anything.
Like, this bitch is crazy.
Oh my god,
dude, I couldn't breathe. I was dying.
One of my favorite moments since you guys started PUBG. Man.
God, we've had a lot of good ones, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good.
But in that terrible bridge stream, luckily the entire time I was downloading Fortnite on your PS.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's actually really cool that you said that. Because I was going to ask, like, speaking of these battle royale things going on, you guys have been playing Fortnite.
I mean, what Kevin did for the first time last night.
But you've been playing it as well.
Oh god,
Doug has been playing
way too much. Doug's been playing it. I played with Doug and his younger brother and his younger brother's friend. We played squads. We had a 4-man squad. It was really fun. We didn't win. Kevin and I jumped on last night. I mean,
second game.
Third game.
Third game.
But I mean, dude, that's nuts. You know what I mean?
We won.
I mean, we both played PUBG pretty thoroughly, but I mean, first game, you just had to learn the controls. I think you landed in a building and then the guy shot you. And that was it. And that was the end of the game. Second game, kind of same thing.
Yeah.
Third game, we won.
Yeah, we won. Like, we killed a lot of people, too.
We each had, 6 or 7 kills.
Yeah.
Are you a team?
Yeah, we were playing duos.
It's a duos thing, yeah.
So two-man teams, basically.
Absolutely nuts. Like, Kevin didn't know any of the locations or anything, but, I mean, technique carries over. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
yeah, absolutely.
General common sense.
And, technique and communication. Like, you and I were, calling out enemy positions and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, at 335, there's a guy going up the hill, and immediately you shot him. He's like, he's dead. I'm like,
oh, when that works.
Fuck yeah.
In that game, we had great loot. Kevin had kind of, a more offensive, shotgun assault rifle-based, gear. And I found a golden sniper rifle, which kills everybody in one shot.
Oh,
there's, 2 of them per map when you start a game. I killed the guy who had it, luckily. And he would call people out, and I would fucking take them out, or if they got close, he'd kill them. It was nuts. It worked out really well, and then I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, we won. We did really well. So then after that, we also played second.
Game, because he ran out of building because the wall was coming, and I was like, I'm gonna stay here. And then he died, and then it was me versus 2 other guys, and I just got fucking raped in the mouth.
But the thing was really
wow. Ian was taken aback by that statement.
But the cool thing. That at first I was like, oh, this is kind of cartoony. I don't know.
I want to know your impressions.
Yeah, at first I was like, this is kind of cartoony. I don't know if I like this, but I was like, I kind of like the art style. It reminds me of World of Warcraft a lot, actually. And then I was like, so I asked Mason, I'm like, how does the building element come into effect in this game? And for a few games it didn't really at all, right?
Yeah, you were learning the gunplay.
Yeah, no one was building anything though. There's a couple guys that were building forts and stuff like that, but it wasn't anything major. But then later on, when we got into the game where we started positioning ourselves properly, at one point we got this really nice hill and we started building walls and ramps, and I'm like, this is cool, man. You can build your own cover. You can it's really cool that you can. This adds a new element and a third dimension to the game.
How is the control scheme of building?
Actually, it's really cool. It's simple too.
Like Fallout,
from what I understand,
I didn't like Fallout.
Everything snaps.
I've never played the PvE version of Fortnite, which is just kind of horde mode. From what I understand, you build a giant place and zombies attack. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the building in that is way more in depth.
Right.
They broke it down in Battle Royale to kind of here's what you'll need.
Yeah, you have
a menu of
walls,
exactly. You have walls, floors, ceilings, and stairs. Yeah, pretty much. And you can build them out of wood, stone, or metal.
Yeah. You have to go around collecting while you're.
You can if you want to build. You don't even have to build. Really,
you don't have to. Yeah, we won a game where we didn't have to build.
We didn't build shit, but you can knock down trees for wood and vice versa. Walls for stone, cars for metal. The building's really broken down. It's not complicated. You just press a button to switch over to the menu. Your guy pulls out a map and a pencil. Yeah. And you just and you just pick.
Yeah. And everything snaps together. Yeah. It's super simple and it's not Fallout in depth or anything like that. It's just.
I really was curious about your impressions because when I jumped into it too, I was like, okay, this is gonna be goofy PUBG. Yeah. And it looks like that. Yeah. You can't even go prone. Yeah. There's a lot of there aren't vehicles, but the map is a lot smaller.
Smaller and compact. And it's actually, I gave it a lot of thought, and I feel like I almost like this more than PUBG because the matches are so quick.
So quick.
Yeah, the island is smaller, right, of course, and the games, there's still 100 people on the island, so you'll immediately see somebody, and you'll start getting to the action almost immediately. The longest game we were in was 20 minutes,
And we won.
And PUBG's games can go on for an hour,
a long fucking time.
Yeah, so I'm it could be going on for a long time. So, but I prefer the shorter, quicker, more action-y games.
Yeah, and what's kind of nice, in the most recent update, I think that happened yesterday. Yeah. So before you or after you joined, or before you joined, which is great. Yeah. Now, when you jump into a lobby in PUBG, you have that waiting area where you fuck around. You wait for the 2 minutes to go by. Yeah. In Fortnite, what they added was that once it hits 100, the game starts. Yeah, which is cool.
That is really
nice.
Yeah,
you don't have to get into a game in 15 seconds.
Yeah,
so you can load it up and get into a game.
The initial load up was a little bit long.
Yeah,
but then
to boot the game up.
Yeah, as soon as I got in, though, we were playing repeated games over and over. It took maybe less than 5 minutes to find a game.
And I was curious, your opinion on towards end game. Yeah. Top 10 people. Yeah. To me, it feels just as intense as PUBG.
Oh yeah,
which I love. Which your fucking heart gets going. You're it's down to the last shot. And so I wanted to get your opinion on that. Do you still feel like anything's taken away because of the weird, goofy art style?
No, not at all. Because like we had that situation where those two guys were hiding in that house, and then you and I were hiding underneath the house, kind of like in that plateau area.
Yeah, there was like a small kind of
crevasse kind of thing.
But yeah.
And then you were like, "I'm gonna blow up that wall with a grenade." And I'm like, "Oh shit, really?" And I'm like, "Do you want me?"
He's like, "You can blow up walls with." He's like,
"I'm like, grenades do that?" And then I was like, "All right, if you blow it up, I'll just go in there with my shotgun." And I was like, he blows it up, and the guys did not expect that at all. I go up in there and shoot him right in the back, and I was like, "That is so sick!" Yeah. Like it was intense. And I'm like, I didn't know you could do that because you can't do that in PUBG, you know? Like, I was like,
and I mean, obviously, we don't want to just suck Fortnite's dick the whole time. PUBG has a lot that Fortnite doesn't. You can't customize your weapons,
right?
But there is kind of a ranking system to the weapons, which is really cool. Right. They're kind of color coded,
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. You get better accuracy and damage with more rare weapons,
right?
Yeah, I mean, I really just want to know what your impressions on it were.
I enjoyed it a lot, to be honest with you. I even told my brother to download it right after, and I was like, if anyone else wants to play, I'd be down, because that game is really fun.
Does it make you guys consider buying the base game? The $30 base
Not
game?
really, to be honest with you. I'm like, I don't see any... if this is going to be free to play forever, I don't see myself playing the base game at all, because it's
I'm sure it's really fun.
I am sure too, yeah.
To me, it's probably not fun alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another thing.
In like this game, you can play alone. There's a whole lobby dedicated to being by yourself.
Right.
And I don't know. I feel like I downloaded this game because I couldn't have PUBG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just happened to fall in love with it now. But like now I don't have to. Every day before this came out, every day at work, first thing I did was Google PlayerUnknown Battleground Xbox One to find the most recent news article from any shitty website I could that was hinting at a release any day now.
Yeah.
And one thing I've noticed since playing Fortnite, it's only been like 2 weeks that I played it, but it's been out for about a month.
Yeah.
Is they keep you up to date, and they have kept up with every promise they've made.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Duels is coming out Wednesday, and it came out Wednesday.
And you know what? And when I played it, it felt like a complete game, to be honest.
I mean, we had some laggy situations. It's in beta. I mean,
exactly.
It's free.
It's free. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I don't see anything that's going to deter me from playing that more. So.
Yeah, Ian, sorry if we went too long on that.
I was just listening.
How you should, if you have a chance.
It's a lot of fun, man.
I don't know. Between
it's really
Warhammer,
stressful.
I haven't played Destiny in a while. Like I just have.
There's a lot of games,
and like Assassin's Creed is coming out at the end of this month.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't know.
I hate it when games get released at the end of the year like this.
Speaking of releases that at the beginning of the year I thought would have been a huge deal that are almost not even a blink on my radar right now. Is October 10th, Shadow of War comes out.
Dude, I
that
saw...
game's just kind of beating me up with each new press release.
Yeah, same. Everyone's been saying the same thing.
I saw the IGN review on my YouTube, and I went, oh yeah!
Yeah,
I forgot that was a thing.
Because we've kind of... I don't know about you guys. That game is just... Every time I saw new stuff, I was less and less interesting.
The last 3 times we talked about it was like, our opinions went down every time.
And here's the thing,
we don't really care about the lore. We're going to add microtransactions.
Because of that, I have decided not to buy it day one, and I'm going to wait for a sale for it.
It's getting great reviews.
It is getting great reviews, but for the amount of bad publicity that it's received, I'm just like
leaves a bad taste.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's getting great reviews, and they're saying it's a great sequel and everything, but I'm just like, I'll just wait.
I don't know, to be honest. Like I was watching some gameplay. It looks like the same game.
I mean, from the first video they showed, it was like, you're attacking a fort, but it doesn't look different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what you're doing is different. It looks.
I mean, it's the same thing like with Assassin's Creed.
Sure, absolutely. It's a great point. It's a very good point. I'm not like, but the Batman games from each one to each one was like, okay, like this is a step up.
Yeah.
And maybe it is. I haven't played it. I don't know. I could just be telling myself that because I don't want to play it anymore. But all the reviews I have heard, they've all said if you appreciate Tolkien's lore, it's bad.
You're disappointed, really?
They really just say, nah, we don't care.
Oh, wow.
They really fuck it up, I guess. Basically, it's
they
like...
take their own liberties with it.
Not even beyond that. They basically just threw the movies and the books out the window, and it's like they don't even exist.
That really sucks. That's disappointing, because you coming from Tolkien fans here, that's quite disappointing.
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand what's wrong with his lore that you feel like you need to just throw it in away. I don't really get that. Or even the movies. They don't even link to the films anymore. It's like... Wow. It's like, I mean, I kind of want to read spoilers. I mean, I'm actually thinking you kill Sauron at the end of it.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know that.
God.
Okay? I do not know that.
Okay, if that is the case, I'm definitely not getting that shit.
But I'm pretty sure it's like no longer even connecting to anything.
Wow,
that's what I've heard from a lot of reviews.
It's
they're
very
like,
disappointing.
they went beyond fast and loose with the lore.
Yeah.
The lore has been ejected.
Yeah, and another factor that adds into me not getting it day one is just there's so many games out right now. So I just went through, right? I went through and checked every game that's going to be released in the next couple months. And I'm just like, that's going to be a maybe. Mm-hmm. I'll probably buy that day one. Maybe. You know, so I'm just like trying to, because I don't have time to play all these games.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I'm going to have to go through and that one unfortunately just made the cut to I'll just wait for a sale on it. You know, so, but yeah, what other games are coming out that we're thinking about getting?
I'm really pumped for Origins.
Origins? Okay.
I'm really, really excited for it.
I heard
the more I read about it, the better it sounds.
Yeah, I heard it's completely different, as in RPG, not just action.
It's a 100% RPG. Nice. They completely changed the combat. Nice. The animation combat's gone.
Yeah.
It's all real time, loot based / skill based. Yeah. So you get different tiers of weapons, sort of like a Diablo or whatever. You get rare bows and all that.
Sick.
There's class builds. So there's a warrior build. There's a stealth build. There's a range build. And cool. The only thing, there are some drawbacks to that I'm going to be okay with, I think. But like your stealth kill, you can't kill bosses with an instant
one
stealth kill now.
Yeah.
Like if your skill is too low, you'll go up and you'll hit them, and they'll have armor, and you'll get stuck in there. Because your skill's not high enough.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting take on it. But I just appreciate that they took time off and they're just caution to the wind, just going all out and risking everything. This is not
it has to. This
is not the run of mill anymore.
It's one of their best IPs. You know, they need to make it work if they want to continue.
I agree completely, and I'm just super pumped for the time period.
Yeah,
it's in Ptolemaic Egypt with Cleopatra and Julius Caesar and Mark Antony and
Still waiting.
I can't wait to see how that story goes with all those wonderful historical figures.
I'm still waiting for a Japanese one, Ubisoft.
You and everybody else.
But I would have, they would have picked another lame time period. I agree, but this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's cool. But I'm still I just hate that a lot of, and this is just in general though, that a lot of the Eastern countries don't get as much love for scenic views for settings of games and stuff like that. You know, other than actual games coming out of Japan and stuff like that. You know, there's just not that many games. I would love for a Western company to say, you know what, let's make same with Total War. I would love a historical unification of China. You know, that would be so cool. You know, and. I wish they would get more love, basically, you know, so, I'm not disappointed in that they're taking Egypt. I'm just I want a Eastern country setting.
I would classify Egypt as, it's Middle East.
Yeah, it's Middle East, but
it's not really common. When was the last time you saw a movie about other than Mummy, which I'm not counting at all?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Though, Assassin's Creed has already done that, though. They've done Jerusalem. The Middle East.
Not the same thing.
I know, but it's still the Middle East, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's a stretch. That's a stretch for me. Going from ancient Roman Egypt to Middle Ages Jerusalem. It's not really close.
I don't know. I'm tired of them going through the same thing over and over again. I want something new. If they're gonna go all out, let's do something completely out. You say that they're gonna risk everything. Risk everything and go something you're just not gonna. I get that ancient Egypt is cool and everything. I get it. It's not one of my things. You know?
Assassin's Creed in space.
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
Right.
Yeah. Futuristic Assassin's Creed.
Oh, no.
Go delve in that a little bit more. Desmond.
With it?
Come on, Desmond.
Go first person? Fuck it. Why not? Have a gun?
It's totally just they're just throw it all away.
But, so Assassin's Creed, what about you, Mason? Do you have a game you're looking for?
No,
what?
Not really. I'm really happy where I'm at right now. It's really weird.
I don't really want any more games.
It's so unusual. Yeah, I don't want anything new. I downloaded.
You've got a big pile to play.
I know. I have a shitload. I'm so stupid. I keep playing old stuff. I re-downloaded Metal Gear Solid 5 is free to play on PlayStation Plus this month. Yeah. So I downloaded that.
Nice.
And I was like, I'll never play it again. I played that game for 115 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
And I got 80% through the game after 115
Oh, that's right. There's one of those games you never beat.
And the thing that was left was okay, capture every animal. And I was like, no, I don't want to. I was like, no way.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm all set. But I love that game. But I downloaded it for principle, I guess. I'm never gonna play it. But no, I'm just
have it.
I have stuff to play right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I go home, if I have time,
always
I have
at the end of the
something to play for like every time frame.
Yeah.
If I have a little bit of time, I can do a solo match in Fortnite in 20 minutes. If I have a little more time, I can play Destiny 2 for an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I have more time, I can play Horizon. Like I'm just happy where I'm at.
That's good. Yeah,
cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of in a similar position. I don't need any new games to come out. Like,
me neither.
I mean, of course.
I'm just so curious about Assassin's Creed to see what it's going to be like.
Yeah, and I'm excited to hear what you think about Assassin's Creed. I'm excited to hear what more people think about Shadow of War. I was once upon a time really excited for that game.
We all were.
We started talking about it
when they first announced it.
Shit, I was so excited. I was like, yes!
Yeah.
But
here we are.
We're just more cautious nowadays.
I heard rumors.
Rumors.
This might not be news, classified as news. Rumors like that. But Bethesda possibly could be releasing something like unannounced.
Oh, they're talking about next year.
Oh, next year? Oh, okay.
I think it's spring of next year.
They're saying the next Elder Scrolls.
Be dope.
I don't know about. They're making some kind of science fiction.
Oh, sci-fi thing.
Yeah. It's Elder Scrolls is probably going to be a while.
Yeah, nice scroll.
They're still selling copies of Skyrim.
I know.
All the fucking time!
I was just talking to
Stop
Jimmy
talking
about
Skyrim.
Skyrim?
I mean people.
Do you think Skyrim is the most ported game of all time, or what?
I'd love to look that up.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
cannot believe how many systems Skyrim has been ported to.
I mean, we've talked about it before.
And how many additions there are.
I've played Skyrim for 800 hours, and I'm so goddamn sick of hearing about Skyrim. Like, I just don't. Like, next year it's going to be like, oh, we have a new VR thing for Skyrim.
VR
which is too bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have negative connotations to one of my favorite games.
I love Skyrim. I know. But it's
so
let
sick,
it die,
I'm sick of that cow.
Yeah. Let it die.
So obviously, cash cow is all it is. They don't give a fuck about it.
No, and like what was a Switch, and I'm like,
same.
It looks the same, and like,
it is.
The selling point,
they're all like 2011 release.
And then they're all like, you can detach the Joy-Cons and use it for the weapons.
Shut the fuck up! People are gonna play this on planes. They're gonna get arrested.
I know. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, they're
just like, and they're all like playing on the airplane. They're Fustrota.
Like, why the fuck would you play Skyrim on the Switch when you have Zelda?
Did you see that mod that adds like online multiplayer? Is that real?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so Chris, he's the one that.
Yeah, I might have seen it from him. Yeah,
attaches all to it. It's a mod where you can play with another person. Instead of it's another person, just one. So it's you and a companion. So you can run around, do stuff in Skyrim. But even that, I'm like, what?
It would have been so cool 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do in Skyrim? Like, we've done everything already. Well, you just hardcore and jump around off cliffs and stuff.
Can you believe it's almost been 5 years since that game came out?
Like every fucking
12. I remember.
12,
I had the counter on my phone.
Yeah.
At school every day. Me and my boy Dustin, we'd be like, "Where are you getting it tonight?" I'm going.
That's funny because like Skyrim came out on 11/11/11 and like.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Skyrim came out on 11/11/11.
Okay.
12/12/12.
What's 12/12/12 then?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Maybe I just.
I was thinking ahead. I was like,
but it's something 11/11.
Don't be a dick about it, Ian. I meant 11/11/11.
I wasn't being a dick about it.
Jesus Christ.
There was a moment I had a mental lapse.
That's funny because it came out on 11/11.
I had a mental lapse where I was like, wait.
So it's been 6 years.
6 years, yeah, it's crazy.
11. Okay.
That game is old. I can't believe they're still fucking porting it.
It's ridiculous.
And I still every now and then I've jumped onto it. And played it
but you also play Elder Scrolls Online though, right? Which you feel like
Online,
which you feel like is kind of comparable to Skyrim, like.
Sure, I mean, it's someone who's going on there and expecting like an Skyrim experience will be disappointed, but it's magnificent. It's a wonderful game. I love ESO. I'm just kind of on a break from it. I stopped my monthly payment because all these games are coming out.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact I'll see an ad for something or they'll come out with a DLC, but boom, I'll be right back in.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. For me, from a hardcore Skyrim person, I'm like you, I just played so many hours in it. If I were to play another Elder Scrolls game, I'd probably jump back into ESO versus Skyrim. Just because I played the shit.
New story.
Exactly. I'm like, I played the shit out of Skyrim.
I wanted to play
nothing new
Elder Scrolls so badly, I jumped into Oblivion over
really?
Skyrim.
Yeah,
and I couldn't play that either.
My brother did the same thing. I was like, well, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to buy an Oblivion copy for Xbox. I'm like, What?
I did.
Why did you play Skyrim? He's like, I like Oblivion. I was like, okay,
No,
I
love them
respect.
both.
Yeah, I was like,
they're probably like kind of equal in my.
Yeah.
my
I was
brain.
just like, Oblivion is farther away.
Yeah,
it was
further
getting
exactly.
longer. You know what I mean?
ESO, bro.
And I jumped back in, and I was like, oh no, I remember everything.
That's what happened with me in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember every experience.
Red Dead Redemption came out and backwards compatible. I was like, yes, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I played it like 5 hours. I was like, I don't need to play this again.
Yeah.
As
And that's
wonderful
probably,
as it is.
That's probably only like a 30-hour story, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, you could spend more time, but you're right. You're right.
I mean,
like,
that's story.
and I just was like, I don't need to catch up. I've been living that game for so long. Like, I love that
ESO
game.
is one, when everything dies down, I would really like to get back into.
I'd love to play with you guys.
Yeah, me
Awesome.
too. I'll be down for that. So, looks like we're about to reach an hour.
Yeah,
Do we have any other topics that we want?
No, that went by quick.
Yeah, that was it. That's our episode 31.
31.
Right there.
Fuck, man.
Isn't that awesome?
We should consider doing seasons, man. Like the pro YouTubers, you know?
The pro YouTubers.
Yeah,
take some time off.
Take some time off. Come back. Fresh content.
I always look forward every Friday, though. Come on. And, like, we don't really have, like, a arc of any kind.
Yeah, we don't have.
It's so random.
My favorite thing is that every Friday is exactly the same for me.
Yeah.
I look forward to it every week.
Yeah.
I get off work and I'm like, oh, okay, now I go to Ian's. I usually get coffee after I go to Ian's, and then I stay up till 4 in the morning playing anything. You know what I mean? Like,
So I'm going to state this like a fucking flag. I'm going to watch the Huskies game tonight.
It's always the
Huskies
Brits that
game.
do that.
Husky game running
Always
late.
the Brits.
Comes next.
Right, do you have a
He puts his
flag?
hand on his heart. It comes naturally.
Comes naturally.
It's genetic.
So I have a weird little story really quickly because of that. I was walking down the row of desks at work,
And I just stuck this flag in the ground, and everyone got all confused.
a few weeks ago, and Doug this was when Doug sat in my aisle, and he backed out a little bit, and I bumped into his chair, and I was like, "Hey man, watch where you're sitting." He's like, "I was here first," and I looked at him and goes, "That doesn't matter. I'm British." That just kind of
Son of a bitch.
Trump card.
Since when does that matter to me?
Oh my god, I saw this YouTube video. I have to share. We'll watch it here in a little bit. But it's like how other countries play.
I watched it.
Yeah, there was like this
I
Brit
didn't
guy.
see this.
Yes,
So
and there was
funny.
this Brit guy, and he's just like, I think I'm. It was Risk. He's like, I think I'm gonna invade India, and this Indian guy's like, really? We're gonna go through this again? And then he's like, oh, never mind. I'll go to Ireland, and then the Irish guy's like. Just looks at him. It's just we gotta
Did you
watch
start
it.
listing?
Yeah.
How about Australia? How about New Zealand?
Yeah.
How about South Africa?
We gotta watch it.
Oh man, how about Kenya?
I know.
How about Egypt?
But what were you saying about the flag thing?
Oh, that was that. That reminded me that funny little comment.
Oh,
that
okay,
made,
cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, are you gonna say what you were putting down as a flag?
Yeah, was that what
You never-
yeah,
Oh,
I was like, what? I was like, you
Yeah.
So
I'm putting this down right now.
Like, what the fuck was it?
Okay, I'm gonna watch the Husky game tonight.
Huskies game.
It'll start at like 7:30, 7:45. Probably
Yeah.
finish for like 10:30.
Perfect.
I would love to play Destiny with as many people as we can get on Xbox.
Let's make it happen.
All right.
Call Tim up.
Crucible. whatever.
Soberified Doug.
Dude, Mason, let's play Fortnite
Yeah.
All night?
at 10:30.
At 10:30?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there.
That'd be so funny.
Ian, I'm sorry I can't tonight.
But you know what? At the end of the day, like even last night, like I was like, that sucks. I really want to play Destiny. All right, Warhammer. Let's go.
Yeah.
And that was my night.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter in the end. I was happy to play Warhammer till 2 in the morning. Last night.
Yeah, I mean, we got off at like 11. I figured you guys would
Yeah,
come back.
I did. I got off
Nice.
to play Overwatch with my brother, so
Nice.
I was like,
Nice.
yeah. So you guys could.
I was on Xbox Live ready to go from 9 to like 11.
Yeah.
And that's when Tim
We
and
got
Tim
off
and I-
like 11:30 or something like that. That's nice.
There you go. So
yeah.
cool. All right, guys. Well, next week actually we have a little bit of a plan for next week's episode.
Yeah.
We all are going to download Star Wars Battle Royale.
Okay,
You want
yeah.
to do it too?
Sure,
if you want
yeah,
to join us next
yeah,
week?
Sure.
Download the beta at some point this weekend. Just play it for a
Yeah.
few hours. I'm going to see if I can improve because I was putrid at that game last night. So we'll see if I can get a little better at that.
Do you have your TV set into game settings?
Do you have it set to game mode, Ian?
Because
We went over this with Kevin.
Mason had to fix mine. I was like, it's not
Maybe
set.
so. I
No,
don't know.
I was downloading, so I was going to download Fortnite, and I noticed on your PS4, I would hit it, and then it would go boop, beep, and then it would go boop, beep, and I was like, my PS4 responds really quickly.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is weird. And so I went and I was like, oh, game mode. Okay, turn it on, and now it's like,
Yeah, I'm
it's
like,
butter.
oh, that's why I'm so shitty
love
at
it.
games. I was like, and then I can't use that excuse anymore. So,
It's still, you know what though? It spawned that great video that I made.
yeah.
Compilation of death and Battlefield.
what
Battlefield.
fuck?
So good, so good. Oh, the field gun. finally ending this podcast.
All right.
Have a great rest of your week, guys.
Peace.